Hello, and welcome to yet another completely unprofessional unboxing. Scott here, and it's been a while since I've done. It's been about maybe 2 weeks or so, and been a little bit busy as of late. Just with personal things and whatnot. Been busy gaming, been busy doing stuff in the gaming world. Been dealing with the whole OGL nonsense, as we all are. Not really dealing with it, just kind of indulging in it, so to speak, and seeing where the wheels are spinning towards. But yeah, during that time, though, I celebrated a birthday. I turned the very young age of 27, as you can tell, and citation required with that one. But yeah, and for those of you who wish me a very happy birthday, I do appreciate it. It is much obliged. It is, it is social media after all. I don't know a lot of you personally, but a lot of you I do. And regardless of where it comes from, it's nice to be acknowledged on the day of your rotation around the sun, regardless of how gray your beard keeps getting. And with that, sometimes comes presents, which is what we have here. For the most part, I think there is an actual birthday present in here, but some of these might be a bit of a belated Christmas gift. But for all intents and purposes, I'm going to treat them as a birthday surprise. I have no idea what's inside of here. We will find out here momentarily. So I guess without further ado, let's take a look and see what it is. I have my trusty unknown manufacturer paring knife here. My trusty Coleman camping steak knife is still missing. It might be in a drawer somewhere. We did some cleaning and reorganization around here and could have just got lost in the mix, but I'm sure it will turn up someday, as it always does. So let's go ahead and cut through this. Now, this is something that has come from across the pond over the past few years since, lockdown occurred, and a lot of us started making and establishing relationships online with international gamers. I have made a lot of very far and near friends, but near and dear. There we go. That's the right terminology. I know I can get it right in my dyslexic mind. And we do exchange gifts, birthdays, and holidays, and sometimes just for the heck of it, because, that's what friends do, whether they be around the corner or 1,000 miles away. And sometimes these gifts are very heartfelt and very wonderful, and a lot of times they are impractical jokes, which tends to be the latter case, because if not anything, just about everyone that I know has a fantastic sense of humor. So these may just be, a couple things in here. Wow, okay, this was definitely packaged for international shipping, and I don't think this paring knife is sharp. It's good for poking, but not cutting, so here we go. Time to bring out the industrial product. There we are. And just kind of want to just get it open to see if maybe I can slide it out. Ugh. Nope. All right. Time for some tactical surgery here. There we go. Flipping that around. All right. Oh. And there we go. All right, there's a card in here. Open this up. And I'm sure some of you will recognize this wrapping. And there we are. I am going to, just for the sake of personal information that may be inside the card, I'm going to open it off camera and take a quick look. Yes. So what we have here is a card, and from Pookie and his partner Louise to Scott, Julie, Taylor, Noah. Those are my children. Have a wonderful holiday. All of our love, Pookie and Louise. Kiss, kiss, kiss. And wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, so I was informed that, these are a technically were all supposed to be Christmas gifts, but I was informed that one of the longer ones, could actually qualifies for a birthday present. So let's start with the first one here. What do we have? Just make sure I'm on camera. Yeah, I'm on the camera. I'm getting a new desk, by the way. Ooh, Stockholm Cartel. I like the looks of that. Ooh. A Games Omnivorous. Isle of Ix. Is this out in stores? Or is this a fulfillment? I believe it's out in stores. I don't know. I'm not as up to date on some of these things as I am, but always a fan of things coming from Games Omnivorous and likewise from Skull Fungus and Isle of Ix. Games Omnivorous and a Stockholm Cartel. Joint, thick jungles, humid swamps, strange lakes, and mysterious ruins from ancient civilization. Dare you explore it? Ooh, and it feels so nice. Love these textured covers. Quick look inside here. So what is this? Oh. Isle of Ix is an old-style role-playing game and sandbox adventure for about 3 to 5 people. It is assumed you have a solid understanding of what role-playing games are and how they are played. If not, a quick search online will teach you all you need to know. Rules to live by, words to live by. There's a lot of wisdom in that. Yeah, if you don't know what it is, you can definitely find more than enough information online on what a role-playing game is about. No need to sully the inside of your beautiful books with much about that. Leave that for the big ones to give you 4 or 5 pages on explaining what a role-playing game is. Although I do believe always treat every role-playing game as if it's someone's first introduction, but let's be honest, you can't do that for all of them. All right, let's see here. This book will provide you with all you need to be able to run your primordial island-based role-playing game adventures. In the following pages, you will find simple rules for playing, how to generate player characters, PCs, their equipment, specialties, and even a starting situation to throw them into to kick the game off. You'll also be provided with exciting locations, dangerous characters, mystical non-player characters, and more. Let's see here. Love the layout. Very easy to read. And it's got dinosaurs. I mean, who doesn't love dinosaurs? Oop. I am off focus here. I am losing my focus. So bear with me one moment if you don't mind. I will correct this real quick. Again, this is an unprofessional unboxing. Doop, 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 doop. Doop, doop, doop. And boom. All right, that should keep that from zooming in and out. And like with all things, I am not going to edit this out. So deal with a little bit of the focus and unfocusing if it was do that. I'm currently getting a new desk here. Just a little side note that will allow me to have the monitor here to the right so I can better see the things as I record them, to know if there's little video abnormalities like that. Like the wonderful time that I was talking for good maybe 30, 40 minutes before I realized that I had frozen in a very unflattering way. So those things happen, but they're never fun when they happen to you. Always funny for other people, though, to watch. All right, so back to this. So yeah, I know this was mentioned in conversation in the pub, and it's definitely there's no shortage of these wonderful games from Games Omnivorous. You can find their games there, and also I believe on LFOSR and other sites. But like I was saying, dinosaurs. I mean, you can't go wrong, with the game about dinosaurs. They're always fun, and I think probably one of the easier things to at least run. Because I mean, who doesn't know a thing or two about dinosaurs, and how to play them? They're pretty much in the zeitgeist for the most part. And this is an absolutely beautiful book. Nice bestiary back there. And of course, you can use this in conjunction since it is in the vein of OSR with other things like like the game that recently came out by Diogo, so they can You can use them both or separately or together or take a little bit from each one. So real quick, credits, writing and art by Skull Fungus, with a special thanks to Axel and Linnea for your patience and love. Core rules heavily inspired by Into the Odd. Proofreading by Andre Novoa, and production and design by Andre Novoa and Lynn and Nando. Beautiful, beautiful. And like I said, ooh, so soft. Makes that scratchy sound. All right. Wonderful. I can't wait to, and it's a small book too, so I can read this, at my leisure. And it's not a giant tome of information that becomes homework. So, I know several people were involved in getting me this. So individually, thank for this. Not entirely sure, but Pookie, Neve, Bud, Debbie, Keith, anyone else involved. If any of these things have your have your fingerprints on them, know it's much appreciated. Thank you so much. So let's get on to the next one. It's a beautiful book. All right, what do we have here? All right. So, little quick history about this. I owe you money for this, Pookie. So, yeah. Pookie and Louise were out somewhere, and they sent us pictures. I believe it was a con or a shop that was selling this and other games used, and I had asked them to pick this up for me several months ago. And like all things, when you were dealing with, we do this a bit. I'll go to a con or somewhere. Hey, here's some pictures. Oh, grab that for me. Sure. And how it is with friends, money changes hands. Whenever money changes hands, we're all horrible about remembering to do it and never really want to ask for it because it's not like hey, you owe me $1,000 or something like that. But yeah, I forgot about this, and so I don't know if this is a bill of lading or a present. So I will find out on my own time. But back to the actual thing at hand. Yes, one of the Call of Cthulhu Games Workshop adventures, the famous Vanishing Conjurer, along with the opposite end, Statue of the Sorcerer. Not very rare, but the Chaosium Games Workshop games are a bit of a collector's items, some more than other, but like things like these, there's a limited amount out there, and especially ones in such awesome condition. I'm just going to take a quick look at this. And oh wow, it's almost like it's never been used. It smells like it's never been used. Oh, here we are. Little kind of cardboard handouts in the middle there. And flipping over to the other side. Vanishing Conjurer. Oh, excellent. Excellent. It looks brand new. I mean, it looks absolutely pristine. This is wonderful. Thank you. And like I said, if this is a reminder, payment is coming, but I assume it's a gift. So regardless, just the fact that you took the time to get this and send this to me is wonderful. It is fantastic. So, all right, set this one aside, and we have the last one here. I don't even know if I've kept this darn thing in frame. This is kind of an impromptu one. This really wasn't planned, so to speak, but I figured, hey, I've got these. Might as well take a look at them and just, share them with people who appreciate this kind of stuff. And, all right. Volume 2, right? Oh, okay. So Genial Jack, for those who don't know it, is it's another OSR game. It is probably one of the most imaginative settings that you could play, well, any game in. A living city set up inside and outside of a whale that is constantly moving. And Volume 1 kind of introduced you to Genial Jack with a bunch of, a variety of new characters, new player characters and NPCs, just absolutely full of personality. Look at this map. I gave a brief, like 90-second or 60-second recommendation of this back in September when I was doing those, stupid little 60-second recommendations. Yeah, kind of, names itself, but it's one of these games that deserves a bit more justice than just 60 seconds. And such an interesting setting, and it's continued on in Volume 2, and I also believe that there's a Volume 3. Ooh, and Volume 2 is even bigger than Volume 1. Fantastic. And just the idea that you can have these somewhat urban adventures, so to speak, if you want to call them that, within this moving whale. It's going to include everything. It's got dungeon settings, finding your way through the small intestines, to urban settings within the city, to seaside and coastal settings, just because of what it is, and likewise marine type settings and oceanic adventures. And this one seems to be more of an adventure. That doesn't mean it's any less than the first one, but it does, carry on with the with the lore and the history and the wonderful magical aspect of what Genial Jack is. So it's not quite system neutral. Like I said, it's pretty much based around the OSR aesthetic, but it's not tied down to any sort of specific type. So it's something that can be used in anything. It doesn't have to be OSR. This can flow with 5th edition. This can flow with any sort of fantastic. Because of the odd nature of it, it can be science fiction. It could be a planet out in space. Genial Jack can be traveling around, the galaxy, as opposed to the ocean in your setting. And I've been wanting to get these for quite some time. And this is extremely thoughtful. And again, beautiful books, and another plus for those of us who just celebrated our 34th birthday. Wonderful layout and big print. So very easy to read and easy to get through, and just absolutely wonderful. This, I'll be honest, let's see, are my family around? Far better holiday than they got me for Christmas or my birthday. But, this is just between you guys and me. Wonderful surprise, wonderful gifts. These, this is absolutely fabulous, and just can't wait to dive into these further. So there you go. I'm not gonna take up a whole lot of time on this. Just wanted to get these things open and more importantly dive into them as soon as possible. So again, Pookie and Louise, thank you so much. And for any of all you other guys that may have been involved, Bud, Neve, Debbie, Keith, anyone else, thank you. You've made this this old-ish child feel very special, not just over the holidays, but also for my birthday. So there you go. This has been yet another completely unprofessional unboxing. If you like this video, give a like, subscribe if you want to. If not, continue watching. I've been enjoying the comments I've been getting lately and interacting with those who enjoy this. And but it is nice to get a subscription and a like every once in a while if you feel so inclined. And also be sure and check out Titterpigs, the tabletop RPG podcast I do with Keith, the gent that I had mentioned earlier from Rolling Boxcars. And if you get a moment, hop on the Rolling Boxcars Discord. We have a separate little section in the corner of the Rolling Boxcars Discord for the Titterpigs podcast. You'll find me there and also on Twitter and most anywhere else. I don't tend to stay quiet or shut up. So until next time, take care and have a wonderful day.